good day. Even on my worst day, nothing makes me smile more than hanging with my family. LOLs and good times, yeah, that's how we mob it. No filters on the real is. Say something, get it poppin'. Laughing is good for the soul. Keep it 100, yeah, you already know. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. It's not Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the worst day of the week. Yeah.
Worst day of the worst day of the worst day of the week.
Worst day of the week. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Worst day of the week. Worst day of the week is all the way live. Welcome to another Monday of Worst Day of the Week. Thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. Worst Day of the Week is live each and every Monday, live at 7 o'clock, right here, live on Facebook and live on YouTube. I have a very special guest today. We're going to get right into the show, and I'll be introducing my guest in just a second. Y'all are going to have such a good time today. Can't wait to talk with my guests on today. So lovely to have you. I got a couple of shout outs today. Y'all do remember that March is Women's History Month. Shout out to all the women. Women's History Month is March. My producer not paying attention. Yes, Women's History Month. It's Women's History Month, producer. Thank you so much. My God, today. Bring my volume down, producer. Okay. March is Women's History Month. And today in Women's History, we're going to talk about Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm was the first black woman elected into the U.S. Congress in 1968. And later, she became the first black candidate for a major party's nomination for president as a Democrat. So make sure you send up some hearts for Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm, yes. Oh my goodness. I got a very special shout out today for a birthday. Happy birthday to my brother from another mother, Terrence Anderson. Want to wish him a happy birthday. His birthday is not today, it is tomorrow. But I do want to say happy birthday to my brother. Tomorrow is his 37th birthday. He getting old. Wow, that's pretty old. Whew. I don't know how many years I got till I'm 37. We're going to get right into the show, y'all, with the news that you can use. News that you use. Remember, that news you can use is not what I say. It's not what my mama say. It's not what worst day of the week say. News you can use is just what it is. It's news that you can use. We want to make sure that you are paying attention to what's going on in the news, paying attention to what you hear, paying attention to what you see, so that you know, so that you're in the know about what's going on in your neighborhood, in your community, in your ghetto, in your hood, wherever you live at. We want to know that you know what's going on. So the news that you can use. Remember that daylight savings time is in a week, so don't get ready to lose some sleep. Don't forget to set those clocks. There's a new information in the George Floyd case. The jury selection for the Charin trial has been delayed due to an appeal of the charges. Texas will not reduce the $16 billion charges in electricity from the winter storm here in Texas. The CDC says that it is safe for vaccinated persons to resume their normal day-to-day activities post the pre-pandemic after they receive the full vaccine for at least 2 weeks. So you can go back outside and play after you've had your shots, baby. Okay, remember, that is the news that you can use. Remember, like I said, the news you can use is not what I say. It's not what my mama say. It's not what worst day of the week say. It's just the news that you can use. Make sure you're paying attention so that you know what's going on, y'all. I would like to introduce my very special guest today. I would like to welcome my guest, Latricia Lindsey, to the show. Welcome, Latricia Lindsey, to the show. Bring that up, producer. I can't. Yes. There we go.
I need loud applause. Honey. Yes.
Louder. Bring it up, producer. There we go. Now we can hear it. I'm like, I couldn't even hear that in my head.
I need it in my spirit.
I need
you hear
that.
me? I need that in my spirit.
Actress,
baby.
comedian Latricia Lindsey. How you doing?
I'm good. How are
Welcome
you?
to. I'm fantastic. I am doing absolutely
You
great.
look
Welcome.
amazing,
Thank you so
sweetheart.
much. I've been
You're
working
welcome.
on it. This is my summer body.
Yes, baby.
That's why I got my legs out
Snatch
today
it.
because this is my summer body.
I see you with your legs out.
I'm not gonna change nothing else. There ain't gonna be no stomach loss or nothing. This is the summer body.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So you've been acting for quite some time, 17 years. That is a very
Professionally. Yes.
What are some of your your
Some of the things that I've done,
Yes.
some of my works. Initially, I began on a reality show called
Okay.
I Want to Be a Hilton.
I want to be a Hilton.
And the Hilton name, of course, most would associate with the Hilton Hotel.
Yes.
But I associated with the money, which is
Okay.
Paris Hilton, Kathy Hilton,
Yes.
that part of the Hilton brand.
Okay.
I've made some appearances on Judge Joe Brown,
Wow.
The Maury Show.
I think I saw that.
You know what I'm
yesterday.
saying? Don't mess with a scorned
Yes.
lover, honey. We got into this lease for 6 months and you decide to get out the relationship in 2 months. You still owe 4 on that
That's
rent.
funny that you can say that. I was just telling somebody that when you're in a relationship, that's like a contract. You signed a contract. Like you can't just up and leave me.
Don't be leaving your toothbrush, honey, because I'm going to be looking for 20 on that light bill. You heard me?
Over a toothbrush?
Honey,
A toothbrush.
I ain't leaving nothing at your house.
$20 on light bill for a toothbrush. Oh, that's a lot of money.
You went in there and
That's gas money.
I'm just, well, I mean, you know, that is services rendered if you want to.
No, I'm not gonna go there with you. So
You know.
that is what made you want to start acting? What made you get into acting?
It's a funny story. Nothing ever. But I've always performed. I've always
Yes.
sang in the choir at church and at school. I've always been part of the theater productions.
Yes.
I've just loved it. So back in about 2003, I have 2 aunties and my grandmother.
Yes.
And between the 3 of them, the tallest one was 5'1".
Okay.
And as you can tell, I'm a
Yes.
very robust woman.
Yes.
So you coming at me 5'1", you know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to stand all the way up. I just got to sit up straight. But you know, the elders in your family carry a different type of weight. It hit different.
It hits different. Yeah.
So my cousin and I, it was a family barbecue.
Okay.
And my cousin and I were just sitting at the table kind of like this, just chit-chatting. And I call them the Golden Girls kind of surrounded me in the back.
Yeah.
And my cousin was looking a little strange. She said, I think Grandma and the aunties want to talk to you. And I was like, about what? Now, mind you, my family has always said you need to do something with the talent that God has blessed you with, or He's going to take it from you. And I'm like, what talent?
Yeah.
You know, when you get your yearbook and they say, where do you see yourself by the age of 25? I saw myself married with 5 kids,
Wow.
being part of the PTA.
Yeah.
But our plans are not the plans of the Lord.
That's
so
right.
if we
That's
choose
right.
to follow who we say we believe in, then sometimes we'll be surprised.
Yeah.
So they were like, you need to do something with this talent. I was like, y'all better leave me alone. Because at this time, my oldest son was 4.
Wow.
And I was, 3 going on 4. I said, y'all better leave me alone. I don't know what y'all talking about. And my grandma said, Latricia, you better do something with this talent. And I said, Mama, I don't even know what you're talking about. So to get them off of me, I signed up for an open mic at the Comedy Union Comedy Club in LA on La Brea, which is where I met my mentor, Rodney Perry.
Okay.
And so I signed up. Now, mind you, I've never written a joke down. I didn't even know what the first thing it meant to be a stand-up comedian.
Right.
I just wanted them to leave me alone because I was low-key scared of those ladies.
Yeah. You want to step out on faith.
Come on, man. So I was maybe the 5th person. And the people who were going up there were regulars, and they were really good.
Really good, yeah.
So I got up there, and I'm going to be honest with you. All I did was talked about things that was going on. Prime example, getting my car repossessed.
Yeah.
Everybody done went through that.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
used to lie about that. I used to be like, "Ooh, my
It's
car
in the
got
sh-
stolen
it's in the sh-
again."
It's in the shop.
They be like, "Boy, they done stole by 4 of your cars." What you mean? It's the music I put in
Sound
the
like
trunk.
an insurance scam to me. So, I just found a funny way of telling you. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We've all have gone through it. It's a part of life. It's not the situation. It's how you recover from it and
That's
what
right.
you learn from it. You pull all the good and the positives, and you leave everything else where it is.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it. Nobody will ever tell you, don't water that plant. It'll
Right.
grow. Don't feed that dog. It'll be okay. Because it's not true. Anything that living, you have to love on it. And you want to love on it in a positive way.
Yes.
So I signed up. Got up there. What's your stage name? There is a very special person in my life that started calling me Cupcake at he was very young. And that would be my baby brother, which is your producer. So that's where my stage name Cupcake came from.
Okay.
So I got on stage and I just told about a couple of things that was going on in my chubby chick, hot girl life. And I killed it.
You killed it.
They loved me. I won that night.
Yes.
Which meant I didn't have to get a payday loan to carry me through the rest of the week.
Okay,
you know
now I know what you're talking about.
So Lord looked out. He interceded. So clearly I was like, all right then.
Yeah.
So from that winning just that amateur night, I was then asked to come and do 5 minutes at a showcase. Did the 5 minutes, killed that. So now they looking at me like, okay, you want to do this seriously? And I'm still like, you guys don't understand.
Yeah.
I was doing this to get them off of me, you know? So needless to say, my friends, I have a very dear friend. Her name was Nisha. Since this time, she has passed away.
Okay.
She called me one night and said, I want you to go with me to the club. Absolutely not. I'm not in the mood. She said, why? I said, I'm just not in the mood. She said, Latricia, tell me why you don't want to go to the club. I said, my hair is not done. I don't feel like driving, and I ain't got no money. She said, I'll pay your way in, plus buy you a drink, pick you up, throw on a hat. Say less. You know what I'm saying? Say less.
Yeah.
So we
I
get
thought you was
there.
gonna say weed.
Okay. Of
Okay.
course you did, boo. So needless to say, we get to the club. Now this is a club we typically went to, but it seemed a little more packed. It seemed thicker that night.
Something was different.
Yeah. So we sitting at the at a little table, she and I, drinking, and she said, "Go get in that line." I don't know why I'm everybody's clown.
Yeah.
But all my friends and my family, I'm the go-to comedy. I'm the go-to entertainment. So when they want to do something daring, they calling me.
Okay.
I wasn't in the mood. My hair wasn't done. No.
Yeah.
Last time you did something, I was on that stage, literally in the wet t-shirt contest. I promise. My family and friends know. I always say, the Lord, this is me. I ain't even clay yet. I'm just liquid. So I was like, no, I'm not getting in that line. She said, Latricia, go get in that line. Absolutely not. She then takes my drink,
Yes.
starts gathering up her things, tells me, I want my money back for this drink. I want my money back for getting you in here. And I don't know how you getting home.
Oh, wow,
You mean this
Jesus.
line right here behind me?
You went on and got in the line.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This one.
Give me 2 minutes.
You know what I'm talking about? Let me get myself together, because clearly whatever it is, you don't feel like you can do it. So I get in this line, and it's maybe 12 people in front of me and 2 behind me. So needless to say, I was at the end of the line. This little, short, cute white lady walks up to me. She says her name is Danielle. She's from Endemol Productions. They're doing a casting call for a reality show. I don't know nothing about reality shows. And I'm saying, okay, again, just behooving someone to get them off of me.
Yeah.
So she said, tell me a little bit about yourself. I was like, okay, my name is Latricia. I'm a comedian. I go by the stage name of Cupcake. Because mind you, I had just gotten off the high of winning
Yeah.
my very first
Yeah.
comedy competition. And I said I work for the state of California and I have a 3-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
She said, oh, okay. That was it. Took my information. I'm looking at Nisha and she like, you good? Come on to the table. I'm like, you gonna take me to the house? You know? I ain't gonna have to sell nothing, Emma. Good God, I got a kid at the house. So that was a Saturday. Now, I know dates mainly because I'm just crazy stalker like that, but it was 4th of July weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Saturday. Sunday, nothing happened. Monday, the phone rings.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit up. Now, the first thing I did was looked at the time because technically, according to the law, bill collectors can't start calling you until 9 o'clock. So I was checking to make sure. So it wasn't safe to answer. Answered the phone. Hello. Hi, this is Danielle from Endemol Productions. Is Latricia available? No, this is not happening. I said, this is Latricia. She said, hi, do you remember meeting me? We met Saturday at the club, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, I was wondering if you would be able to come in for an on-camera interview for our producers. What?
That's amazing.
Right.
What?
And I said, sure. So fast forward, I go in for the on-camera interview thinking, again, I just want you to leave me alone because I really don't know how to tell people no. And not just that, again, our plan is not his plan.
Right. That's right.
So I said, okay, sure. And I went in for the on-camera interview. Now, what was supposed to happen, whatever. Now, what was supposed to happen was it was supposed to end. But she said, can you please just wait? So now I go from an on-camera interview to 3 actual producers coming into the room wanting to meet me in person.
Wow,
I
that's
haven't
amazing.
done anything other than be who you've known your whole life.
Be yourself.
That's it.
Just be yourself.
And so fast forward, I mean, it started moving. And by the end of July, I was on a plane to New York.
Wow.
And I was the only black female cast. And it was 14 of us. At least 10 of the people who were cast wanted to be cast and had been waiting for almost a year and a half.
Wow.
And I hadn't even waited 3 weeks and didn't even know still what was going on.
Still didn't know what was going on. What's your favorite part about acting? What's the most favorite thing out of all the work you've done? What's the best, the most fun you've had?
I mean, just the people that I meet, and being able to really be myself, even though I'm supposed to be a character.
Yes.
I find a way to make a connection between me and that character, and it makes it naturally come out. I've even played a man before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a couple of times. The first time I was in the 7th grade. It was a school play. Miss Tally couldn't get anybody to play because boys, 7th grade boys, really. And you wanted them kind of be mature. So I told her, I'll do it, Miss Tally. She looked at me. She said, come on. And my name was Moondoggy. And at the time, my grandfather was still alive. He was a preacher. And I got one of his suits because I'm not going to ever do anything halfway.
Yeah.
Got one of his suits, got one of his hats. They gave me the whole little face makeup. And nobody knew other than the choir members that it was me.
Wow.
So at the end of the play, Miss Tally was introducing everybody. And then she said, as the character of Moondoggy, when she said Moondoggy, the auditorium just lit up because I was like the poo.
Start the show.
She said, Latricia Lindsey. I mean, it was an eruption, but a what? Oh my God, because now my friends knew me, but you played a boy? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
But again, it's just the versatility, and it makes me feel good to entertain.
To entertain, yes. Entertainment is something that people love. They really take a liking to all around. Like you wake up wanting to be entertained, you go to sleep wanting to be entertained watching TV, looking on your phone, on Facebook, and all of those good things.
Right.
So it's really amazing that you're able to do what you love and that you love doing it.
Exactly.
That's really amazing. Kudos to you. I really like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Um,
And I think you were too young to. Yeah, you weren't born yet. We used to, me, the twins, Keisha, used to when Grandma would have,
Yeah.
the little parties at her
and
house.
family reunions, and
just
then
us-
your
us all
dad
just
would
there.
do
Marvin Gaye.
He loved doing
But
Marvin Gaye.
I used to do Natalie Cole in the living room, and
Yeah.
we would be in a circle. And then the twins, Keisha, Frida, Franny, all of us formed Prince and the Revolution after Purple Rain came out.
Wow.
And it just so happened at the time I was taking piano lessons. So guess who I was? The doctor. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you still practice with the piano?
Huh?
You gave that up.
Look, I got that grade already.
That's amazing. That's really, really good. What are some of the TV shows that you've done? What are those like? You get to go out, fly out, do the TV show. Do you come right back home after a show like that? How does that work? I've always wanted to know that.
So the thing is, you are still who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But now, people that you don't know you.
Yeah.
And you have to remain humble. But it's hard because you still want to be approachable. But I tell
Wow.
people all the time, even as a comedian, even as an entertainer, I'm a very private person. Very private. Like, you can't go on Facebook and really see any relationship that I've had other than my ex-husband.
A lot of the times people look at people and then they believe that they're inaccessible, and so they don't even reach out. Family does that. Everybody, we can say later. Okay.
Yes, honey, don't get started.
They
But I
feel
was
that,
in
that they're
Best Buy.
inaccessible. Yeah.
Right, I was in Best Buy in the customer service line, and you know how you just kind of look around at your surroundings.
Yes.
And there was a white couple standing behind me, cute white couple, and the lady kept like nudging her husband. That is her. That is her. And I could hear them talking, but I didn't want to be like, y'all talking about me? Because, the head, bring me back.
So
bring
mean.
me back
That's
in.
so mean.
And the lady was like, I promise you, honey, that's her. That's her. Ask her. And he said, excuse me, ma'am. I said, yes, sir. Are you Latricia? And I said, depends. He was like, I want to be a Hilton. I said, yes, sir. She was like, I told you that. I love you so much. And the fact that I worked at the state, I literally worked with the customers. They began to come into the DMV just to see, is that really you? That is really you. That's Latricia. That's my girl. Oh, my goodness. I'm a real person.
Yeah.
But it's a difference to know Denzel Washington, which
Right.
I met while filming that show, and then know Latricia Lindsey.
Yeah.
So to people who don't know Latricia Lindsey, I'm like Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
But to Denzel's family,
Yeah.
he probably, Danny, get yourself in here with these socks up. Get them up now, And just like the football guy, Dak Prescott,
Dak.
Yeah, Dak. I mean, to his family, he probably Pookie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to us, so it's the same thing. It's just all in how you handle it.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about your family. You have a beautiful family. You have two sons. Tell me a little bit about your sons.
Oh my goodness! So my oldest is Melvin. He's 21. He's currently back in his home state of California. He's in school. He's been on his one and only job for 3 years now.
Wow.
Just an amazing young man, very grounded. And then I have my 10-year-old who is my athlete,
Wow.
who is the life of the party. It's like my ex-husband and I were almost the male-female version of each other. So, when we came in the room, it's about to be a party, y'all.
Yeah.
So can you imagine that in one person?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Talk about a parade, a holiday, and the 4th of July all at one time. Yeah, he's an amazing young man. He keeps me busy, and alert, and I'm so thankful he is just a little wit. I had a parent-teacher conference last week, and his teacher, who loves him, says, I asked the kids on a scale of 1 to 5, how you feeling? And Princeton usually says, I'm a 5. And so this one particular day, she said, well, why are you a 5? Because I had a little special private time with myself in the shower.
Oh my goodness. Did he say that? What is it like, being a parent and being a fun parent? What's being a fun parent like? What's the strictness and the discipline? Because I know you have the discipline, and so what is that like? When you have that moment, like right now, you can laugh about that, but when it happened, I'm sure you're like, I'm gonna beat his ass. So what is it like being a fun parent?
And this might be a little bit of a solid moment. Being a child of abuse, I know how it made me feel. And I always said, if I ever had kids, I never wanted my children to feel this way.
Yeah.
So I broke the generational curse because my parent was a child of child abuse.
Yeah.
And it could have carried on.
Yes.
But I refused.
Yes.
And I'm the oldest of my siblings.
Yes.
I refused to allow them to be subjected to it. I've been getting it long enough, so go on and give it to me, and I'll talk to them. But you will not. My children, when I'm able to protect them, because even protecting my siblings, I was still a child, technically. But as an adult, these are mine.
Yeah.
And if I don't put hands on them, I wish a nigga would.
That's true. That's right.
And I made that clear to their fathers, to my parents, to my grandparents. I get the discipline part of it.
Yeah.
But now that I'm the parent, if you can't go along with how I'm disciplining them, then I'll just keep them with me. Because I can't control nobody else's household. Yeah. And that's where a lot of people make their mistakes. You don't get to send your kids somewhere with rules.
Right.
Now, if they have food allergies, you give them peanuts, it might bust their heart wide open. That's different.
That's different.
But don't hit my child, then keep them with you.
Yeah.
So in order to keep them having them conversations that I know I would get completely ignored, I kept them with me until they were old enough
That's
to.
That's really good. I like the way that sounds. I said a couple of, I don't know, it's been months since I said this, but there was a show that I had with my co-host at the time, and it was about keeping your own damn kids. Always protecting your children, especially if you have nothing else to do. If you don't work, if you ain't got no job, if you ain't doing nothing,
Being
if
a
you
parent is
just
24/7.
it's 24/7, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
so important.
Yes,
It's
sir.
the most important job that you will have, and protecting your kids, protecting your family.
The most priceless job.
It's the most important. I don't
And
understand
then
how
it's so
how you let-
rewarding when you do a good job.
Oh my God, the reward.
It's so rewarding. I mean, look,
Oh my
I
God.
got bling, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I got bling.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sitting over.
from the
I'm
oldest.
sitting over here shaking my head because I'm like blink, 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 blink.
You
I know
know
my
what I'm
mama
talking about?
happy. Blink, blink. I know she
Yes.
happy because it's a requirement for me to make sure that those things get done. She's not gonna be hungry and she gonna look good. That's perfect. That's
Yes,
beautiful.
baby, yes.
I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm gonna get to my topics.
Go, yes, absolutely.
Would you like to stay on the show with me?
Please.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you have a maitre d' or a bartender? Where's the
I
wait
did not.
stand?
I did not.
Because I'm trying to sip slow, but
One of my shouts out to my producer of the day, DJ. Shouts out to DJ Taylor for helping me produce the show. One of my regular producers, Deanna, is not not available to make it, so Bun is holding it down by himself today.
My boo.
And I am helping along the way. Shouts out. One of my producers would normally be the bartender on this side.
Okay.
See, but he got to be on this side today because he normally do everything on this side.
On this side.
And see, it's on that side, so he can't come from that side. He's stuck over there today, so we don't have nobody to get you nothing to drink.
It's
but I
all
do
right. I
have
sip slow.
a special shot for you.
Oh, thank
This
you.
is my special lemonade.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've been to your party.
This is my
So when you tell me it's special
This
for it to
is
come
my
in this little
special
bitty thing.
yeah, this all you're gonna need. 20 minutes. 20 minutes,
I love you.
and the Lord gonna use you. 20
Now how
minutes.
you gonna say the Lord in the shirt at the front?
I'm telling you, he gonna use this. Ain't no alcohol.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, well, hallelujah.
Take you higher, all right. Once again, don't forget that
Why it
March.
tastes like a brownie? Excuse me. Go ahead.
Don't forget that March is Women's History Month, and today is International Women's Day. Such a beautiful day. I wanted to highlight somebody. I wanted to do Angela Bassett, but I didn't get to put the pictures up.
Oh,
She is
no.
one fine woman.
She's amazing.
She's enough
She is.
to make me change my life.
It,
Give it over to Christ. I don't want to be. I'm not gay no more. Angela Bassett can do it.
do we have commercial break in this? I'm feeling triggered right now.
It's really
Yes,
Angela
yes.
Bassett can do it. She do
I
it.
love Courtney too. Her husband.
She's married.
Oh Lord have mercy. Clearly he ain't did all his research.
I ain't did no research. I don't even care. Her name been Angela Bassett for the longest.
She is Courtney.
She didn't take his name.
No, well she did legally, but
Oh.
as far as like her resume, like even me,
Such a
when
bummer, Angela.
when I get married, I'm not taking my husband's last name to the world
Yeah, you gonna take it.
on the paper
On
because
the
if
paper.
something happened to him, beneficiary. I want that to line
Blue
up.
Cross
You know,
Blue
the
Shield.
beneficiary.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. I
That's
want that to
important.
line
Oh, I
up.
do want to mention that. That's important.
Yes.
Because I never talk about that.
Life insurance?
Life insurance.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs some. I am so sick and tired of seeing GoFundMe pages after a person dies with
I
a
feel
grill,
uncomfortable.
with a grill in their mouth,
Oh my God.
diamonds on their neck.
What about the GoFundMe just because they at the hospital with the kid?
Oh my
I
goodness.
said that out loud.
Yeah. It's crazy. You need to have life insurance. You need to be prepared. Let me tell you, this is not something that might happen to you.
Absolutely.
You're gonna die.
It's period.
You're gonna die.
And it doesn't even have to be
You're
anything.
going to leave this place, and everything that you bought while you were here won't go with you.
I mean,
So-
you could go to the pawn shop, but it just depends. But listen,
the only
it don't
thing,
even have to be
the
nothing
only thing
elaborate.
that is going to matter that you paid for is how you went out. Because I literally don't have enough fun. People die every day.
But listen,
I don't have enough funds to
Think
help the
about it.
GoFundMe account.
think about it. Now, my mother,
Mm-hmm.
father, myself, and my two children,
Mhm.
who I consider my fabulous five.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because
The
with
Fab
me
Five.
being the oldest,
Okay.
I feel responsible for my parents.
Okay.
Now, my father, he has 4 other children.
That's good.
But I'm my mother's only child.
That's good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now, me as a parent,
Mm-hmm.
I'm responsible
For
my children.
Uh-huh.
So I have insurance.
Mm-hmm.
My boys have insurance.
And your
Now,
parents.
and my parents.
That's right. Mhm.
Now, my
That's where they go.
oldest son, he's on my policy until he's 24,
Mhm.
and then it transfers
Over
to
to
him.
him. Mm-hmm.
My children know, cremate me.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta, don't put me in the ground.
There
I
will
don't
be
want
like a visual or something.
yeah,
though, right?
oh, y'all gonna have
We
a
gon-
party.
Yeah, we're gonna get to look at
Y'all
your.
gonna have an after party, you know what I'm talking about? But don't be trying to, because my whole thing is,
Mhm.
like, especially our elders. Oh, I ain't
Yeah.
been down to see daddy's grave. I ain't
Yeah,
did-
that's true.
You put daddy in the locket, he can go with you to the motel.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
talking about? I don't
Yeah.
want my kids to have that kind
Uh-huh.
of pressure. I'm already gone.
Yeah.
I'm up there doing my
They might
bus
move
visit.
away out of state. They don't
And now
visit
you
the
got
state
weeds
where you-
growing around my head.
Yeah. It's very important.
Mhm.
Everybody that's watching this paying attention, it's very important
Absolutely.
that you have life insurance, a policy that protects you, that covers you when you are gone, when you leave, because everybody's gonna leave. You're gonna leave. You're gonna go.
But not even
you don't
just
know when
having
that's
the
gonna
policy,
be. You need to make sure that you're
have
prepared.
in line what you want done.
What you want done, yeah.
Because if you don't have a will, if you don't
Well, that's
have
a will, that's a way.
specific, if you don't have specific orders, then it goes to the state,
Yeah.
and then you have people fighting.
Yeah.
People you ain't even talk to.
Yeah.
Fighting over your shoe. Come on now.
Yeah.
My
I say
boys
this all the
know
time.
I got an even amount.
Uh-huh.
Y'all split it evenly. Now, if it costs 7 G's to, you know what I'm saying, send mama off right,
Yeah.
that's 3,500 from the both of y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all take that 3,500 out the 75 G's y'all
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
That's all I'm
And
asking.
have me a nice little after party.
A nice after party. Make sure it's lit. It's gonna be lit.
Have a lot. Look, have your Uncle Denard make the little shot
the
thing.
lemonade. It's very, very important. I can't stress it enough, and I always say it, in private, and I never mention it publicly because a lot of times people, get offended by it because they've
Absolutely.
had to do. Some kind of funding. They've had to reach out to family and friends in order for help. But that's because nobody's saying anything.
I was about to say they
And
weren't
so,
educated.
yeah, you need to know that it's important that you have something that protects you. And I'm not talking about going out and getting you some accidental life insurance. That's not what you need because that only protects you if it's an accident.
Somebody throw you off the bridge.
Yeah. So if it's not an accident, then your family is still shit out of luck.
Out of luck.
We want to
And
make
since they
sure
done
that we're
closed the
taking care
car
of
wash
business.
over in South Dallas, you can't do no car wash fundraiser.
I'm not gonna play with you. Our first topic for tonight is blame it on me. Blame it on me is talking about taking.
baby.
Thank you so much. I used to be married.
Look, that who blind.
Can't take no remo. Blame it on me. It's talking about taking responsibility for the things that we've done, and owning it, owning who we are, owning how we are, and being our best selves. The only way that you could own who you are is by seeing yourself clearly. If you don't take a look in the mirror and see yourself clearly, and I mean like
Transparent, baby.
the transparency. Yeah, I mean you need to take off the guard because a lot of people have guards up on
They
themselves.
lying to themselves.
They lie to themselves. Yeah, I'm a good person.
If you can't lie to you, you know you gonna lie to us.
Yeah,
You telling us the good stuff.
Yeah, and so blame it on me. Take the responsibility for you. Blame it on yourself.
Accountability. That's what that's called.
We blame stuff on alcohol. We blame stuff on drugs. I was high. I was intoxicated.
I wasn't in my right mind.
I wasn't in my right mind. We blame it on family. My mama did this to me. She made me.
She made
this
me
way.
do this. She
Yeah.
was triggering me.
She was,
I was triggered.
that girl got in my face. Y'all know how I am.
Not that I done called and texted her, been all on her Facebook,
On her Facebook,
page.
yeah.
Now she want to
Now
smoke.
she wants to smoke. Yeah, it's time to take responsibility. I've been doing this is something that I've been doing recently. Taking
Really?
responsibility. There are so many. Even before starting Worst Day of the Week, I was like, I can't do it. I can't be in front of a camera. I've hurt people before. I have not always been a great person. I have not always been good to people. I have not always said the right things and spoke with good intentions or great character. That has not always been me.
My grandmama used to
and so-
say, it form in your head and just fly out your
Yeah,
mouth.
just
It didn't
fly.
even process in your heart. It didn't even go through the central nervous system. It just went here and straight
did.
out.
And
Yeah.
even when I hear those stories about myself, those things, I'm like, oh, I can't believe that happened. And then I have something to blame it on, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hear those stories, and I can't help but to want to be a better person. I can't help but to want to say things to people that are going to matter, that are going to encourage them.
Mend
instead
those bridges.
Yeah, it's
At
really
least
hard.
try to.
It's really hard.
But the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm extending my hand to you,
Mm-hmm.
yet you still holding on to what I've done.
Yeah.
So at what point is this going to be acknowledged?
Uh,
Because a person, a wise person told me,
mhm.
forgiveness is not for the other person.
Yes.
It's for you
Hmm.
because you've acknowledged
I
that
forgive me.
I've wronged this person.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've wronged you.
Yes.
I've said something that was out of line.
Hmm.
I did something that was out of line.
Hmm.
I borrowed money from you and promised I would give it back.
And didn't.
When I didn't, now your lights are out.
Yeah.
You sacrificed for me,
For you.
and I didn't even acknowledge that you've done that.
Yeah.
But we grow from those things. We learn from those things. That was probably a bad time in my life.
When those things happen, and the feeling that comes, like when I think about, you know how the old people say, when I think of the goodness of Jesus, when I think about the ways that I wronged, the times that I've hurt, the things that I did to push those buttons, those things hurt. Those things hurt me.
And how was I like that?
Help me. Help me. I need you to help me by forgiving me. I need to love on you because I need to show you that that was wrong and it wasn't like me. I need for you to help me. I need that. What does it feel like to you to have the burden on you of carrying those things that, and like you say, you extend your olive branch in it, and then nothing even happens. Nothing grows. Nothing connects. Nothing is mended. Nothing is fixed. What does that feel like on the inside? Because the hurt, it already hurts just to have not have the person in your life. What does it feel like, the extra hurt? Because I there's this thing that I always said to my sister. Shouts out to my sister Ladea, my oldest sister.
Hey, cousin.
And she, we would have these spats. We have not always been the best of friends. The first time I remember hurting my sister was, this is gonna be so funny because I never told my mom that I did it. She went to my mom. She went to my mom and she said, "Mama, Denard scratched up all my CDs." And I told my mama, I ain't do that. And my mama said, "Okay, he didn't do
He
it."
didn't do it.
Why would she said, "Liddell, why would Denard scratch up all your CDs? That just sound crazy. Why would he do that?" And I was like,
Brother
"Yeah,
love
mama.
you.
Yeah, mama. Why would I do? I did it, mama.
I know you did.
I did it. You know why I did it? I was wanting to listen to her Jagged Edge CD, and she said no. And I said, "But I let you borrow my Walkman. You can't even play your CD
Without my
without
stuff.
my stuff."
So y'all needed each other.
And she said, "We are two different people." It hurt. It cut like a knife.
What
And
did
so
it
when
even mean?
when she went to the bathroom, I took my keys and I went in her room in the closet and I got all of the Jagged Edge, the Tupac, all the Aaliyah, all that shit. And I just started going. I threw that key in a circle, girl, and I was going. I was going. I couldn't.
How the hate go so deep?
It had festered inside of me. And I'm laughing about that now.
May she rest in peace.
I'm laughing about that now, but
Yeah, but
those
you were
are-
angry at
I
that
was
moment.
angry. That was the kind of hurt that I was feeling because I was like, "How dare this sister of mine that I
Not let me
love
listen to
so
this
much
CD.
not let me?" And she can't even listen to it without me. I'm helping her. She said we are two different people.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad,
It does.
And so one thing that I've always told her, because like I said, we haven't always been great. I love my sister. I know that my sister loves me, but we were not always, like this. And so I would tell her, when she would say things, or I would tell her, you have to let those things go. You have to learn how to forgive and to forget those. You don't forget what people have done to you to wrong you. Never forget it. Because you don't want it
let
to
'em do
happen
it
again.
again.
Yeah, you don't want it to happen. You don't want it to. I would never scratch her CDs.
No, it's first time
Yeah.
shame on you. Anytime after that, that's all on me.
Now we got digital, so I would probably have to steal her iPod.
Oh my God, her password. Now you're committing a
I
crime.
would have to lock out.
Oh, reset my
And
password.
I've always said that though. I'm like, because we always look for, because it's hard. If we don't blame ourselves, then it's hard. Because it's easy. We're looking for something. We can say, "Oh, my mama did this to me.
So that's what
She
triggered
made-
me, which made me
She
react
made me
this
like
way.
this, and this is just how I am, This happened to me when I was a kid,
No.
and this is not I'm gonna change it, and I'm gonna be a better parent. This is who I am. I'm gonna be this to my kids. My mama beat my ass, so I'm gonna beat their ass. We have to learn how to forgive people, so that we can be better, so that we can heal, so that we can change. Blame it on me.
Hurt people,
I
hurt people.
tell myself every day now, blame it on me. Andre, Denard, I look in the mirror and I say, it was your fault. You need to learn. Even when I mess up and I'm like, oh, now I gotta apologize. I got too drunk at the party, and so I had to text all my friends the next morning and say, I'm so sorry about what happened. What happened again? But what? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Now what happened again?
I threw the cupcake at who now?
Oh, Lord have mercy. We can't take you nowhere.
We have to learn how to blame.
My friends banned me for a whole year for that.
Yeah. I've been there. We have to learn how to blame it on ourselves. That's really important.
It's
I want
not
everybody.
blame. I want you to stop using that word.
Okay, what do we
blame.
say?
We have to hold
Take
ourselves
accountability.
accountable.
Yes. Oh, I say that every week, that we need to even have
Hold
people in our
ourselves
life
accountable.
who are going to hold us accountable. Our friends.
Absolutely.
When you get ready to go and kill that nigga because he was messing with you, you need to be able to call your good girlfriend and not the one that's going
And
to
she'll
say,
roll up a fatty and have a bottle and
Yes.
be like, if you don't get your
Ass
retard, because I
over
ain't
here.
got no money to
Over
get
here.
you out.
Get
And I
over
don't
here.
want Princeton like that.
You have to have somebody on your side that's going to hold you accountable. Not the person that's going to say, yeah, girl, let me put my tennis shoes on. We're going to go together.
And then who
to
gonna
rob
get us
them.
out of jail?
Yeah. We have to be able to make, better decisions. I'm glad we talked
Right.
there. The next thing is who takes responsibility. Who takes responsibility for you? Who takes responsibility for the things that you do?
Me.
Yeah, you.
Me.
We have to take
I
responsibility.
still I'm getting held responsible for what my kids do still.
Yeah.
But I try to make sure that nobody is held responsible for what I do.
Yes.
For my actions.
Yes.
And if I did it, I'm going to say I did it. And if I don't want to do it, I'm going to say I ain't going to be able to do it.
Yes.
I ain't going to be able to rock with you like that.
Yeah, we have to be so careful to take the responsibility for the things that we do, because if we don't, then somebody else will.
So that's why you got to think before you react. You got to
Somebody
think
else
before you
will.
speak.
Somebody else will take the responsibility if you don't.
Or the consequences.
The sins of the father.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Just saying, boo.
We have to learn how to take responsibility. I do not have a lot of time to get into that one, but we have to learn how to take responsibility for the thing and accountability.
Absolutely.
For the things that we do in our personal lives, in our day-to-day lives, so that we can be better people.
Absolutely.
I know that it's really, really hard. I know that things are going on. Everybody is going through something. Everybody is going through something. It is so amazing. I hear, you never know what people are going through.
Unless they put it on Facebook.
Yeah, and then you have to be also sensitive to the fact that everybody is going through something.
Absolutely.
I was talking to a future resident. It was a prospect at the time. I was talking to a future resident, and she had a move-in date. But the winter storm knocked me off of my schedule.
Yes.
I wasn't able to get her into the unit on the time. But when I texted her to let her know what was going on, she was letting me know that she needed a little time anyway because her brother had passed away.
Oh my goodness.
And I remember texting her and telling her, I don't know, what to say to you. It was a text message. I said, I don't know what to say. I can't tell you that time is going to heal it because I know it won't. I've done many of interviews. And I know that time won't help you feel better. I'm sorry for your loss, and I'll be praying for you and your family. And she texted me back, and she said, I'm going to share this with my family because I'm so sick and tired of people telling me it's going to be okay.
No.
She was tired
It's
of
a
hearing
part
it.
of your life. That's just like you enjoying bread and you just get a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
You just get a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Every time you need some bread, you get a loaf of bread.
Wow.
Your brother is not here anymore. And that's a part of your life.
Yes.
Every time you wake up, your brother is not here anymore.
And you're going to, it's never
And
going to be the
however
same.
you feel.
I did text her today.
You did.
And she said that she was doing better because she went back to work and she had something to distract her from
some sense of
everything that was
normalcy.
going on. Yeah.
to not be like me not having my brother is normal now. I don't want that to be normal just yet.
Yeah.
So to me, when I talk to people who have lost loved ones, because we've lost loved ones, you know, we lost our favorite auntie. Man.
Yeah.
Still. I mean, and I lost the two of my aunties that meant the same to me. My mother's sister, my father's sister. And they cherished me almost the same. Yeah. My mother's sister a little more because she wanted a daughter and had a son. But it hurts. It hurts. It still hurts. I have my mother's sister's ashes at home with me. But I have to.
It hurts not to be able to pick up your phone and call that person.
And share with them.
And then, you know, I remember being young and the older people would say, you know, keep living. You know, this is gonna happen. Wait till you start losing your friends.
Thank you.
Wait till people.
Just wait.
And I'm like, what are they talking about?
Because the light.
What in the world
it was a
are they
lot.
talking about? And now being 36 years old, and having experienced that in an abundance, and this is the age that they were when they were telling me, wait. Until you get to that age.
Right. And we looking at it like, oh, y'all old.
Y'all
That's
old.
why y'all done. Y'all's old.
Yeah, and then we're
Call
we're
me
not
old if you want to.
Yes, that's amazing.
Yes.
Now, it's almost time to go. So y'all know what time. Yes, it's almost time to go. So y'all know what the time it is. It's what time. What time is where we take those thought-provoking, those funny, those not so funny, those encouraging, all of those things that we see. We see them on Facebook, we see them on Twitter, we see them on Instagram. We take all those things, I screenshot them, put them in my phone, and I read some of them out on the show and talk about those. So if you have any what the what's that you would like to share, feel free to share them. So
like
you know,
what when are my baby sisters gonna reach out to their big sister? Like what, that kind of what?
That's not a what the what, but that's a good one. You know, a lot of times, you know, I remember telling you this earlier, that when I was young, and you know, it came out about my lifestyle and what I liked, and what I wanted to do with my life. My stepmother said, I don't want that around my children. And I had to take that into consideration. I had to respect her wishes, and I wasn't able to talk to my younger siblings. And I had to wait until they were old enough to want to have a relationship with me. And I remember you sharing with me, you said, so how long do I have to wait? Because we old. How long do I have to wait? I don't know.
I mean, because cousin, literally in 2 years, in a month, I'll be 50.
Yeah.
And I literally raised these girls, my siblings. I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
I'm 16 years older than my baby sister. I'm 7 years older than my brother. Yeah. I'm 11 years older than, you know what I mean? Yeah. I love them. Yeah. I love them. I protected them from things that they didn't even know they were in danger of. Yeah. I love them. And I want them. I want them. I have nieces. I have nephews. They have nephews. Yeah. I want them. Yeah. And I don't want them at our daddy's funeral. Right. I don't want them at their mama's funerals. Yeah. I want them. I want them.
They that wait. I hear you. We're gonna get into our what the what. It's what the what time, y'all.
What the what?
Marty Mack says that I just want to go back to the days when everyone was alive and canned sodas was 50 cents.
50 cents.
I remember when canned sodas was 50 cents.
I remember when that was a quarter.
Walk out to the pool, because that was the only one in the apartment. So you walk out to the pool and you go in the gate, and you know, kids couldn't go in the gate, so somebody had to come and open it for us. And we get the soda, we run out the gate because we were scared. We were so close to the water. It seemed so big then. It did. You know, and then now we look at that pool like, this little pool.
And who was scared?
You gotta be bold as hell to wake up broke and keep laying in the bed. That's deep. That's really deep.
I mean,
You gotta be bold. You gotta be
Is that
a bad.
boldness?
That's bold.
That ain't depression?
You know these are things that
I'm
we
just
know.
saying that ain't depression.
The early bird gets the worm, so
Okay.
we know we gotta get up and we gotta go get it. If you wake up broke and you just keep laying there, then you bold.
you better find out where the worm is.
You bold.
Get yourself up.
Father, please forgive me for the times that I desired a seat at the table that you would have flipped over. That's deep too. I like that. You know, it's kind of ghetto because I don't know if the Lord will come in and just start flipping.
It ain't ghetto. It's if you look at it, it's he's delivered you from something that you keep inviting in or taking yourself to.
Yeah, that's true.
So you demanding that you in this situation.
That you want the seat at the table, yeah.
And I'm telling you that this ain't even a table,
You got
baby.
to-
This
yeah.
a picnic blanket. Got so much more for you, but we want to push the issue.
Or the table not in the right room.
It ain't even a table.
the table got seats attached to
Look,
it.
it's one of
with
these.
metal balls. Everybody is not replaceable. I don't care what society or social media or these memes want you to believe. Watch how you handle good people. I did not necessarily agree with this because
Why?
I think that everybody is replaceable.
Do you?
I do. I think that everybody and everything is replaceable.
Why do you feel that way?
Because I've replaced people before. You can, they say you only get one mom, you only get one dad. Those people are not necessarily replaceable.
Okay.
But when you lose someone, then there's always somebody that comes along to lend that helping hand. It's not going to be the same because it's not going to be that person, but they were replaceable.
But that's where the stain comes in. Reason, season, or lifetime.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wouldn't use the words replaceable because you always gonna be whoever you were in my life at that moment. There's nothing that's gonna change.
I like that. I just couldn't agree with that. I don't know why.
I know, baby. You know me. I'm gonna find the positive. It's got to be
You got
some
to have the
positive in
positive.
someone. Yes,
You got
baby.
to have the
because that
positive,
person
because
is
what I-
always gonna be who they are.
Just because two people had the same person doesn't mean two people had the same person.
True. True. Because I ain't even gonna lie, and I apologize for whoever business this
Yeah.
is. But all the broads before me and all the broads after me, my ex-husband put them paws on them. I was the only one
Yeah.
he didn't put paws on. So they'll look at it like, well, why you still with him? Because
Yeah.
he didn't do me the way he did you.
Yeah, yeah.
So I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he's still trying to get butt.
That's
You
true.
know,
Yeah, that's true. Because, you also have to be aware of people who are not being the same person that they are around other people. And then that's sometimes because I never mix my friends. I don't really like to mix my friends.
What does that
because
mean?
I think how you have a group of friends and you have another group of friends and you have another group of friends
Oh
and then
my
you have
God.
another group of friends.
How do you keep up with all of that?
It's hard.
Ah,
It's like
clearly.
20 group texts, girl.
Oh,
but anyway,
Lord.
you have these groups of people, and
Okay.
everybody is not going to mesh well.
I get it.
But when they do, because birthdays, they'll be
Because
meshed
it's all
together.
that's about you,
Yeah.
and you are the comment.
All of those times, they're gonna but even if it don't happen at those times, those are the people you have to be worried about because that means that they're different about you. They probably speaking different about you. They can all be put together. They just not always put together. Yeah.
I didn't think sour cream and salsa would be good.
For everybody that said that I wouldn't make it, my food stamps hit.
And they gave you like that supplemental if you lost some when the storm hit. They gave you whatever your monthly
true.
benefit
They
was.
did.
They hit you double. And you getting your taxes. I was wondering why I was so thick out in them streets.
Don't get with somebody that got too many ain't gots. Ain't got no job. Ain't got no car.
What about in
ain't got no
transition?
money. Listen.
Honey.
Listen. A lot of times, the only transition that you want somebody to be there for your transition is maybe to hold your hand when you transition. I ain't finna be helping nobody
You
go
mean
through
like died?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not finna be helping you go through no transition.
listen. I said, I will pray you through.
As soon as you move out of the motel, call me.
Yeah.
As soon as you get some furniture.
As soon as you make 90 days on that job, baby, me and you.
Me and you.
Yeah, I ain't interested. And I mean, but some people are like the charity
I said this
kind.
before. Tell me if you agree, because everybody always say I'm wrong.
What?
Broke people supposed to be with broke people. If you broke, then
Listen, broke people need to be alone. Y'all need to. You got other things to think
What
about.
if both of y'all ain't got nothing? Y'all can be together.
That would be homelessness. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my goodness!
This is from Laquita Denell. Shout out to Laquita Denell, one of my previous guests. I wish people were like money, so you can hold them up to the light and see which ones are real and which ones are fake.
Yeah, I like her.
I like that. Yeah. That's really good.
But then that's a lot of effort.
What if you could just Simba a bitch? Take that bitch and hold her up to the light and say, If you could just do that and see. Oh, that'd be good. I'm telling you. Don't spend the night with me if you're going to leave at 7 a.m. Checkout is at 12. Lay your cheating ass down.
Oh, no. I mean, I get it, but you do realize anything past 9, you got to make breakfast.
Yeah. 7, you need to be gone. You need to be gone by 6.
No, honestly, once you finish at 2:53, you can go.
What?
Yeah, I'm talking about you can go on and shoot me the deuces. Call me tomorrow.
Whoever counted you out can't count. I like that.
No,
whoever counted you out,
count me out, because I don't want to be part of your stable no way. If you counting, I'm a one-track wonder.
Taxes and the $1,400 stimulus checks is about to hit. It's not going to be a crab leg left in the ocean.
Oh, I know oxtails.
Ooh, girl, them
baby, them oxtails about to be.
Oh, my goodness.
And if I tell you, they all going to be in Oklahoma.
2 places that I'm not going in 2021 that's out of my way and back and forth. I'm not going back and forth.
I like
with
that
nobody.
one.
I like that too.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was nice. Tell them, hey, boo.
I'm going to send that to you.
Tag me on that. Tag me on that.
That is all of my what the what's, y'all. I want to thank you so much for joining us on Worst Day of the Week live at 7 o'clock each and every Monday. Such an awesome show today. I want to thank my guest, Latricia Lindsey, my cousin, y'all, for stopping by the show and chit-chatting with me on today. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube, like us on Facebook, like and share the video. If you're not watching Worst Day of the Week every Monday live at 7 o'clock, what is you doing?
I was going to ask him, is this live? I didn't know.
If we can't go to Bella Noche, where can we go? I mean, come on now. Live each and every Monday, y'all. Every Monday, live right here on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
I got some really good guests coming up for you in the next month or so. It's going to be really, really awesome. I can't wait to start releasing some of those things for you guys. Don't forget that every first Monday, I'm going to be giving away shit, girl. I love, like Oprah.
I'm
not my favorite thing.
What you mean, in April? Because technically this is the first Monday.
No, the first Monday was last Monday. And it was the first, too. It was the first of the month.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Let me check.
I'm a property manager, so I know that the rent was due last Monday.
He sure like to let y'all know. He runs things.
The rent was due last Monday, and it's about 2 or 3 people.
I'm about to say, you can't put out them notices. Don't you put out them notices.
Them notices go out on the 4th. The first day that it's late, the notices go out.
You are mean.
That is
with
life.
the happy face on your face. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
I went and got my nails done.
Those. They're so adorable.
I go
Kristen
to
would love that shirt.
I go to Nail Bar off of Oakland. They are amazing. They have you in and out. And see, I be my big toe. So I be needing people that get in there and get that. Yeah.
What's in it?
That hangnail. It's always
It's a
there.
hangnail.
It be hanging all the
Well,
time.
I'm gonna tell you now. My 10-year-old just picks his off and put it in his mouth. It grossed me the
I
hell
used to
out.
do that.
Oh
I
my
used to do that.
God! Why?
I don't do that no more. I ain't did that since I was like 12.
I wanted him out of my room.
But I need
gotta
somebody
move.
and nail bar. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. And nail bar, they do that. But I had to put
Is
on
it
a
in a
smiley
shopping
face,
center?
and I've been wearing yellow every day. Let me tell you what happened. Listen, my mama called me right on Saturday, and she said, Denard, your daddy car done stopped over there at the bank.
My Uncle Andre?
No, my husband.
Oh, my other uncle.
Yeah. And she said, Denard, your daddy car done stopped over. I said, okay, I'm gonna go over there. So I go over there. It took the boost, so we went on the AutoZone, and we ended up having to put an alternator on. I put an alternator
They still had those
on the
cars?
car. Huh?
They have alternator stills on cars? That must
my
be an
God.
old car.
Oh yeah, it's a classic. It's a 93
Yeah, that's an old
Mustang, Ford Mustang.
let that
a
thing
classic.
go.
He loved his car.
Clearly.
But anyway, I had to put an alternator on with my manicure. Woo.
You know how to do that?
I learned.
You better let the man rise up in you, baby.
All he did was tell me what to do, and I did it.
Hold on. Who is he?
My dad.
Why he ain't do it?
Because my dad is 76. He was just schooling me on how it's supposed to be done.
Well,
He did it right.
it take a village. Go on, He look,
shouts out-
cousin. He got it. He dug
He
out.
dug
He
it
dug
out.
it out. He dug that thing out.
Shouts out to AC, my dad, for teaching me how to put an alternator on a car.
Absolutely.
I think we all need to learn something that we don't know. This
I
month.
just learned that.
You just learned it.
Did
I
you
think-
know how to put on the alternator?
I ain't know.
And not
He said-
just that,
he
that
said-
they still have
listen,
alternators
he
on
was-
cars.
He asked me. He said, "Well, how many bolts on that alternator?" I'm looking at it and I said,
what
"Bolts?
is a boat?
What in the world?"
What? Did he mean
And guess-
with the V?
Guess who had all the tools to do the job?
You.
I had the tools in my
Shut the
trunk.
front door.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
it took more than a weed clipper.
It took more than a week. Learn you something new this month. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in to the show. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to the show. Y'all so crazy.
What?
Laughing at my mama. She said you learn something new every day.
Hey, ain't. Do she know it's me? Do she
Yeah,
know
she-
it's me? Do
she
she
know
know?
it's
Do
you.
you know this your niece Lynette?
she know it's you. Trust me. I want to say thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Shouts out to
me.
Deanna. I hope that Scholar had a wonderful practice today. My producer Deanna, she had to go. Her baby started softball today. Little
Oh,
Scholar.
mine in a 7x7 select league. And if he
Oh.
put more grass in my car, I'm gonna make him ride on the roof. Boy, be rank. I don't know what that be coming out from under his arms, but it's making me choke.
Oh, you know what? I was with my sister and her kids, and one of my nephews, my favorite nephew. I was like, woo.
right.
It was a little.
Right, aggressive.
Yeah.
And then they be like, let me go outside one more time. Boy, I'm going to kill you.
What age do kids start wearing deodorant now?
No, he wears deodorant. It's just when they remember to put it on. And then after 24 hours,
You know what? I'm
it
36
wears off.
and I still forget sometimes to put my deodorant on. That's all I had the other day. It's easy to forget to put deodorant on.
Not at all.
It is. I got the
No.
spray one now, so I just go
Spray,
around.
that's not safe. Can somebody help me?
I don't have that roll. I don't have time to be rolling and stuff up down my arm.
But if you do it, okay, so my whole thing is,
I don't wear deodorant
need
every
to-
day. I don't get mercy though, cause you know some days I never leave my house.
and you don't get mercy, what about get a little game?
Thank you so much for tuning in to Worst Day of the
Thank you,
Week.
y'all.
I'll
Love
see
y'all.
y'all next week. Worst Day of the Week.
Worst day of the week.
Turn my mic off. The fourth.
Worst day of the week.
It's gonna be a good day, even on my